Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I got Reese's on my teeth. Shane.
No, not really.
Okay, well, good.
So, you do have something on your nose. Other side. Not in the nose. Oh. On the tip of your
like
nose.
Like booger or like chocolate?
No, it's like sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That motherfucker's been there for a while. Then,
yeah, it has. I saw it earlier, but I didn't want to point it out. But...
You pointed out, Zach. You pointed out.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Season 1, episode 5,
yep.
which we know this has been canceled now, so the point is moot.
Yeah.
But we have last episode we had the sea rats, the eco-terrorists, Ma and the gang, and Faye's kind of attempt to get her life back. Yeah,
and I fell for her. Like, and when she thought she was going to die and she was giving that last message, I fell for her. Yeah,
they did a good job of incorporating it. I can accept this for what it is. Yeah. I can. It's funny enough and enjoyable enough to be like, okay, hey, I can have some fun, whatever. It's not as good as the anime.
Yeah.
By any means, but it's still enjoyable.
Yeah.
But all the same, Faye's trying to go back after the people that took her money.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't going to give her money and shit for everything that happened.
So they woke her up early and then took her money, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but then that guy's involved with Ma. Mm-hmm. Or at least the groups associated with Ma.
Yeah, the groups that Ma is targeting.
Ma is targeting.
Yeah, and he got turned to a fucking
Mar,
tree.
That girl reminds me of The Departed.
Yeah.
Mar.
Yeah.
You say the R at the end, the Boston accent.
Yeah.
Mar. But, so Mar, she targets this meeting. People are getting turned into fucking trees, which is a horrible way to go.
Yeah, it is.
It's very swamp.
I think a monkey is worse, but a tree would be terrible.
Well, a monkey, you're conscious. But a tree, it seems like you're just going to die some horrible, hard... Like, if you looked at cells, plant cells versus animal cells... animal cells are round.
You gotta watch a lot. You gotta play The Last of Us.
Well, like in plant cells are like fucking square.
Yeah.
Like you feel all that cellular transition, transformation.
Sounds horrible.
Like your body's hardening at such a fast rate, and all of a sudden you're a fucking root. That it's horrible. It looked horrible, and I can't imagine it being any less horrible. So
I agree.
Those people died horrible deaths, and
on an asteroid that they terraformed, right?
I know. So they're very misguided.
Yeah, because I love
eco-terrorism.
I love nature.
I like nature too because so many great stories of man involves his correspondence with nature. We're part of nature. It defines us.
Exactly. And just like, I think of Ernest Bob Hemingway and his relationship with nature. Mm-hmm. I think of, even...
Ernie Bob.
Or Ernie Bob. And when I think of...
like Melville.
I'm sorry?
Melville. Herman.
Yeah, yes.
Melville, the guy that wrote fucking Moby Dick that actually worked on whaling boats.
That's the only thing I know that he wrote, but yeah.
Yeah, he...
but that's one hell of a thing to write, obviously.
Well, it's an American classic.
Yeah.
It's great. I've read it, and it's glorious. Well, all its detail of whaling history, and like when men were men, when they went out on a fucking little... They went on basically a John boat after these whales. They didn't sit up on the prow of a boat with a big harpoon cannon.
Like in Free Willy 3, The Rescue.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They went out on a fucking John boat with these guys with these little spears.
Yeah.
Essentially. It's like a hook on a stick.
Yeah.
And you threw it at the whale to get those lines stuck in the whale until it finally came back up and you could lance it.
That's a hell of
So many of them died in the endeavor.
It just feels like a really... I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't do it. I don't think so.
I don't know. It'd be kind of tempting. I mean, if I didn't have kids, it'd be very tempting.
I wouldn't want to die in the ocean.
I don't know. If you died from a whale's flukes going up and like smashing your ass and killing you instantly compared to like falling in the water and a shark biting you in half. I mean, I'd much rather take the whale killing me.
I'd rather take an instant death than a shark death.
Hell yeah. Shark death. Fuck that.
No, I agree. Well, my youth pastor I had when I was younger, he said he had this thing where it was hard for him to pray in church because he said like even though there's a building there, there's a wall there, there's a ceiling there. He said in the Bible these guys went out into the tundra, into the frontier. They went to the highest mountain. They talked to a burning bush.
Nothing there.
Yeah, he said like he felt like once a year.
They weren't always preaching like praying in synagogues. Like Jesus was out in the wilderness.
Yeah, so
the garden.
His thing was like he once a year he went out to this mountain in West Virginia by himself. Last time he went, he saw a mountain lion actually too.
Did it Adam?
Yeah,
I figured.
Yeah, He went there by himself where there's no cell phone service. He goes out there for like a week or two and drinks his own water that he finds, eats berries and roots. And he says that's the only time he feels like the closest to God, when like he's on the edge of death. And there's, I thought that was a pretty cool way to look at it.
For the way it all happened and transpired and where we're at now compared to where we were then, I've always admired his perspective.
Yeah, I just like that general perspective, just like being out in nature.
Well, I love the literalism that he takes from Scripture.
Yeah.
I do. Like, I can admire that. Even though I'm not a believer,
yeah,
I can admire the man's conviction in Scripture and how what he takes away from it.
Yeah.
And then he could be like, no. He's like, David, a man after God's own heart. He's like, he's not, whenever he brings up Scripture, he's like, this is what it says. Not what I say.
Yeah.
This is what this says.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take any chances.
No.
With the wrath of God that he knows.
Yeah.
He feels.
And he's got his high-pitched voice, but he's talking to you.
But he's a badass.
He's a badass, yeah.
So it's so funny.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm enjoying this. We got a few episodes left after this. I haven't read any of the stuff about why it got canceled because I know it was highly viewed and there was a lot of mixed reaction. I'll read that after. Maybe we'll talk about it.
I want to say, though, that there's so much other bad entertainment out there.
Yeah.
That is not worth your fucking time.
Like everything on E.
It's just, there's so much shit entertainment that's not worth your time. But there are some gems. There are some fucking gold mines, like The Strain.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Dude, I was watching The Strain tonight before you got here.
I know.
And it's always a strugall for me to
Well, I'm thinking, like, he must be
early.
watching The Strain because I sent some pictures. He knew I was here. Nope, say it. We're starting.
Cut it out.
All I hear is a bunch of random notes. Don't go to the melody.
That's Brad. That's Belich. Oh my God, that's Brad from Prison Break. He's great.
It is genius. That's all that aimless walking bullshit.
Bird is composing on the spot.
I got your bird. Who died taxing? Low rent thug. There's surveillance of him talking to our.
I want to be a low rent thug.
I know that, Shadow.
Probably Mr. French.
Because it's Duero.
Got fucking old.
Not Duero.
Duero just
Mr. French?
No, that guy who plays from Prison Break. Why does it feel like it's like the 40s?
They used to feel older.
Oh, so he's still a cop.
Yeah.
So he's a crooked cop.
Cowboys, he's not a dirty cop.
You're after a dirty cop.
Okay.
Remember how this went down in the anime?
No. A lot of atmosphere, like when you portray 40s things, it's always cool.
Police, stay inside, man.
It's kind of got that noir feel.
Mm-hmm. Like Blade Runner.
His jackasses. Jesus, dude.
You alright?
Yeah, good. Go get him!
I think he got shot like in the back, didn't he?
That hit the glass light behind him.
Okay. I just think of fucking Connor Reeves there. He jumped down and he landed on his trash bags.
It's confession time. Who are you working for? Who's the dirty cop?
Shower, bath, shower. It's how you clean yourself. Seriously? Okay, so you start by taking a shower and wash all the grime off. Now, after the deliciousness of the bath, you get back in the shower, rinse off, ergo, shower, bath, shower.
All right, there we go. It's time for the leaderboard.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of red meat out there.
Oh, it's a good day for the Bebop.
Yeah.
Udai tax him. 45 million woo. Udai tax him. Udai tax him.
What is it?
The day is still young.
Where you going?
So pairing would be the best way to cover your asses.
Well, who's covering yours?
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, but...
I said team up. Now team up, goddammit!
Okay.
Damn.
What's up with your boy?
He's got his cop face on.
Meaning?
Meaning when he gets like this, it's just best to do what he says.
Would have holes in it though, wouldn't it?
Evidently, you got a new suit. You got it patched up.
Probably first
Like
quarter.
his hat, though. Looks like my hat.
Oh, you look good, fit. Guess Cowboy keeps you trim.
Yeah. You got fat. Oh, I mean, maybe lay off of Connie's baked ziti?
Hey, speaking of which, she left 2 slices in my cooler for you. How's he gonna do that? Spaceport's locked down tighter than 2 coats of paint.
Not with a new name. You remember that case we worked in Salt City?
Yeah, the White Tiger's paper guy, Denny, Dagmar. You know what I remember? That guy broke his teeth falling down the flight of stairs.
I remember you pushing him down said stairs.
He's like he was in Prison Break. It's so cool.
Bounty I nabbed a while back said, I've had a lot of time to think, from all angles. Chalmers pulled the trigger that night. He set me up. He was the first on the scene and the one who made the case that put me away.
And he's dating your ass?
This isn't about that. It took me years to earn my reputation as a good cop. And that smiling jackhole took it away.
Talk about his smiling. Remember
I
that?
want it back.
Now, T-Bone Wilson, I can get behind.
T-Bone eats people.
So?
So it took 7 guys to take him down the last time, and he ate the faces off of 2 of them.
Yeah, but he's worth the most money.
I like my face. So do many others. Got an idea. We shoot for it. Winner picks the bounty.
Mal.
It hurts me to see you worry. Like I'm incapable of keeping you safe.
No, it's not that. It's just we only get one shot at Mal.
I'll kill that bitch. With kindness.
The Bible says.
3, 2,
No, it doesn't.
1.
Look what Jesus says.
Yeah.
Later.
What the hell is that?
God didn't
That
say
is
it before
possible.
that.
No, he didn't. He was a little different.
Hunter Bear Ninja. Bear eats Ninja. Ninja kills Hunter. Ninja. Hunter shoots Bear. Got it?
No. What? I buried. What?
Okay, fine. We'll do a different one. Foot cockroach atomic bomb. All right. 3, 2, 1. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Foot cockroach atomic bomb.
Huh?
Foot
paper,
kills
scissors.
cockroach.
I think that's what he was trying to play at first,
Bomb.
right?
Foot cockroach survives atomic bomb.
You just made that up.
No, I did just make that up.
Let's just go old school. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay?
Okay, Grandma.
3, 2, 1.
Shit.
Sweet. Spoils go to the victor.
What? What's a little smirk on your face? What is that? What's that shit?
You're predictable. You always do the third choice.
I do not.
Hunter. Atomic bomb, scissors. Every time, third choice.
Well played. Now let's go get your chump change bounty. A cat food awaits.
Cat food's better than no food.
Is it?
Howdy. Sounds like Stoner Stew has been captured.
Crap. Shit. Crap.
Is that like shower, bath, shower?
Shower bath shower is a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I like a good bath, like to have a few beers when I'm sitting in the bath.
Yeah.
Like it thins you out in the bloodstream when you're drinking beers.
Yeah.
And the
Where's
heat.
Dagmar?
It's a nice balance.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, how you doing, Dagmar?
Jet Black. I heard you rolled a hard 5 up at Pluto Supermax.
I'm rehabilitated. Nice teeth. They new.
Oh, that's the guy who's.
Come on, guys. Now, what do
This is for lying to us.
I...
When's he picking them up?
I don't know. He didn't say. In a few hours, okay? I swear if you are.
Just broke the law there. Dude, that's a terrible thing to do. What if you killed him?
You don't think I can do this. That's why you keep recommending pussy bounties. Because you think I'm some sort of Susie cream cheese or something.
Okay. A, before we met, never heard of you. B, I've seen nothing since then that proves to me that you're actually a bounty hunter.
Uh-huh, okay. This, a souvenir from Joey T, bites me in the station as I'm turning him in. And that's from Regina Scissors.
If this is Chris Tucker, rush hour back. Hey, let me see that one again. See it. Remember the ID?
This is from Stella the Fella's blowtorch.
You nabbed Stella.
Biggest bounty we ever caught.
I backed him solo. And I didn't get go wait a girl.
You did. Nickel and dime grabs.
Yeah? Roland Dupree's not nickel and dime.
No. There's no way that was you. It's not possible. If anybody got too close, he had a singular identifying mark.
You chewed off his fingerprints. Yeah, that was me.
Prove it.
But it's a no from me. Unless your wife sings for me. Consider it my cherry on top. It's a small ask.
It's not a small ask. She's my wife.
See, this is why I miss your partner. Better killer than you'll ever be.
Fuck! Fearless. You know what? I don't need you. The deal's off.
What's the big deal about the wife singing? Because that's like the second time they mention her not wanting to sing.
Julia.
When the saints
In the honey, wrap me in the stars. Swirl my love, and I bear the sky.
Holy shit.
Hideo Kojima, where this reminds me of. Storage containers.
I think of Dexter, season 2.
In Game 5, Metal Gear Solid,
yeah,
you can steal storage containers with the Fulton recovery device.
Yeah.
Running's over.
And it reminds me of Death Stranding.
Okay.
Looks like
You? That's right, Uday.
Don't shoot. I was just doing what he told me.
I'm not gonna kill you. Just need the truth. Who pulled the trigger on me? Chalmers? Was it Chalmers? No. No.
Just like that 40s music, too.
No. Things happen, Jet, in life. Shit you don't see coming.
What things?
Death, bills, parking tickets, you know, things.
Could have come to me.
I could have done a lot of things. I chose to go to them.
The syndicate.
It was a nice arrangement. They needed a guy on the inside. I needed a lot of money. Win-win.
So you let me twist.
I was their man now. They were paying me to protect them, but you wouldn't let it go.
I was doing my job.
Yeah, and that's the rub.
I lost everything because of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta put you down like this.
different story now.
Well, I guess after the episode explained what happened in the anime. They're leaning on that 1940s like music and shots, which is kind of cool. If you like that stuff.
I can appreciate it.
You kill Fab? You knew Fab was dirty?
Yeah.
Been tracking him for months trying to build a case. If we got to Uda
I love that
first,
guy. I don't know why.
he'd have given up fad. You just killed the only man in creation that could clear your name. Shit, Jet. You got the worst luck I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
As far as I'm concerned, these two dirtbags shot one another. You should take off before those cherries get here.
That's all you can ask for, I guess. You're banging his wife, and
Yeah.
you know,
Fair trade.
I think he knows. Like, and he knows he's probably a good guy. I'm fucking this guy over.
Yeah.
You know, I always like mutual respect moments. Like, I won't say exactly what it is, but the finale of Breaking Bad, we had those two characters kind of look at each other. It wasn't like a hug or I love you. It was like a nod.
Oh my god. Fearless is alive.
All right, it's cool.
Welcome back, everyone. We're done watching it. Now we're going to talk about it. What'd you think?
Well, first of all, what happens in the original anime?
It was his partner.
I think I did know that. I was trying to make myself forget it.
Yeah.
But I think I knew that. And it just, because of what I know about stories, I'm like, well, this fucking guy is an actor. He's in a bunch of things.
He has to have a prominent role.
I don't think he's going to be just some asshole.
Yep. That's how it goes.
That's like
it's unfortunate we're spoiled on that level. But
Yeah.
after you watch so much television,
Well,
you
it's just
pay that much attention to it, that's what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You let the everyday Joe that just goes to work and doesn't remember any of this shit.
Yeah.
And you focus more on the important aspects of life than
Yeah.
on your paycheck. Yeah, you can be surprised and entertained. But
Yeah.
for us, this is the shit that matters the most to us.
Yeah.
Everything's ruined. But
No, I mean, I liked the story. I mean, I guess compared to the other things, like, this was the most different. It was kind of the slowest, I feel like. You think it was kind of slow?
it's slower paced. It's not as flashy. But I liked it. I liked it more than a lot of the other stupid campy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, it just... I think I remember really liking Jet's story before. So what's different? You said they changed some things at the end.
Well, Jet's story they changed with his wife. So that's changed in its entirety.
Okay.
And that won't come back.
Yeah.
The stuff with his partner, though, it was developed a little more nuanced in terms of the 40s, 50s, kind of like Chinatown, Jack Nicholson feel.
Okay.
But you still kind of get the same information, just not delivered as well here.
Okay.
So his partner was the one that originally shot him, betrayed him.
Yeah. I think I remember that. But what's crazy is because, like, his ass had to get off the floor fast and, like, sprint down to the car, like, wait for him to come and then shoot him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That fat old guy.
Yeah, and
like,
he's
comparatively out of shape.
Yeah. In terms of the atmosphere, like, I bought the... Like, I know what they were trying to do, and they did it well. Like, with, like, the old 40s, 50s noir with the music. And it's...
Right, Blade Runner.
Yeah, and that was cool. We had a couple Dutch angles. We had just shots down alley. We had shots that weren't on the third side of the camera. They were in the center of the camera.
Also reminded me of Sin City. You remember the movie version of Sin City?
I watched it with you senior year once. I liked it. I just haven't seen it since.
Like Bruce Willis's character is after this pedophile.
Yeah.
And
who was the pedophile again?
I don't remember the actor's name. You'd probably recognize him if you saw him. He ends up being the yellow bastard in a later episode that includes, what's his name? Guy played Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
In that arc. But his partner, who was Michael Madsen, is a dirty cop.
Yeah.
And he shoots him in the back and betrays him.
Yeah.
He's on the payroll of the bad guys.
Kind of like this.
The Rourkes.
Yeah.
Who's Powers Booth of Tombstone fame.
Okay. Yeah, so Vicious is still trying to make moves to throw over the Syndicate.
They definitely make him seem less capable than he is in the anime.
Yeah. I mean, you said in the anime he was already in charge of the Syndicate. We don't really see how he got there.
You do see how he got there.
Yeah.
But by the time you see him get there, he just takes out Mal, the guy they're after now.
Yeah.
When you first introduce the Vicious's character, that's during that move.
Yeah.
They take Mao out, his guards, they take over the syndicate.
Okay.
Now they're making it seem like Vicious isn't really capable of making strategic decisions, and Julia's basically helping him.
Okay.
So.
Okay, and so, yeah, and her singing, they made it a point before to saying they're not going to do that. That's like a different life. Is she like a really great singer? And
it might be that. It might be because Vicious has made it a point.
Because like so power play.
Yeah, power play. Like no one gets to hear her sing anymore. So now I get to hear her sing is kind of a thing.
Okay.
That's the way I took it.
I kind of was thinking like that too.
Because it wasn't in the anime anything about Julie at all. Mm-hmm. Or really Vicious very much.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to have that much of Spike's backstory until the moments count. So in this, the way I what I took away from it was that there's a power play.
Yeah.
I get to hear your wife sing.
Okay.
Because no one gets to hear that anymore but Vicious.
Yeah.
So now she gets to hear it kind of as like a throw it in his face.
Yeah. And I guess I know they were trying to create some banter between Spike and Faye, and some of it was good, but to me, I guess I wanted to see them outside the Bebop doing cool shit, personally.
I mean, most of this episode was about Jet.
Yeah.
So what you get is like
you might have taken the focus
team building between Spike and Faye.
Yeah.
I know that's what they were doing. That's not how it is in the anime originally.
Yeah.
So I completely relate to those people that feel that way.
Yeah.
But in terms of storytelling, I get what they're doing.
No, yeah.
So and they're saying, hey...
It was just slower. Like, this episode was slow.
It was slower. I mean, you got to see Faye's gorgeous thighs and
well, they were
things
great
that were
great
to see.
And I know she is a different character.
But like a sexist pig, but she has nice thighs.
You're complimenting her. You're not sexist, right?
I'm not. Because
sexist is saying that...
I'm like, just like the fucking guy in the dress. It's like, dude, I mean, you just don't have the hips to pull off the dress.
You're being honest.
Like, if you had the hips... You could pull it off, but you didn't. You were not doing it. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to be honest.
Honestly, I actually enjoyed when she's very animated when she talks, and just I know she's a kind of a different Faye, but I enjoyed when she was telling that story when they were having that dance with the light like overhead and
and they hit the brass knuckles,
and she just throwing
it was
like
cool.
Dong.
And finally, when the brass knuckles, she just knocked the guy out. That was really cool.
No, that was.
But
cool.
when her trying to get Ein to play along with the story.
Yeah.
That was a cool moment.
That was cool. That was cute. I like Ein. I want more moments with him personally.
Well, it's unfortunate that they've cut Ed out of so much. Because Ed and Ein's relationship.
Yeah. So, I mean, I saw a headline on comicmovie.com. Comicbookmovie.com is one of the writers. I don't know who it was. It was a Japanese name. And I didn't click on it. It said, you guys are really missing out on season 2, I'm afraid. Because we had some great stuff. And I didn't click. There's probably multiple paragraphs. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't want anything spoiled for me. And I was just... Like, I want to confront all the stuff. Like, we'll decide, like, hey, did this deserve a new life? Or does it...
Or is it ultimately not worth it?
Yeah. Because I really like it so far. But, especially...
It's worth a try. I mean, like, every initial stage of a lot of things, like, I know Lord of the Rings had an adaptation, an animation adaptation. Early on.
Yeah, like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, it was like 70s.
How was that?
It was not great.
Have you watched it?
It was not great. I watched it at Eric's house when we were younger.
Yeah, was it not just?
It was not good. I'm sorry, but it was definitely like 70s. Last Unicorn style animation.
Yeah,
was not good. Was it good
for the 70s?
Dude, I'm not going to judge the 70s because 70s, like I grew up 90s, 2000s animation, and I'm sorry, but 70s was not that good. I know it was initial groundbreaking stages that developed into what we have now. Like, it developed into 80s animation.
Yeah.
Which was good in its own right. We had Transformers and G.I. Joe and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And Thundercats. Stuff like this with Cowboy Bebop. I know there was a South Korean version of Jinro, the Wolf Brigade.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It wasn't as good as the anime.
Yeah.
But people are trying, so they're laying the groundwork.
Yeah.
For things.
Mm-hmm.
There are great book to film adaptations but what made them great was they didn't follow the books because the books weren't as good as the film adaptations. So where do you go?
Are you thinking of The Shining?
I'm thinking of The Shining and Jaws.
Because
Kubrick.
I know Stephen King would disagree.
He would, and that's fine because I watched Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but what's her name is very, very, very beautiful.
Who?
She was in Mission Impossible, and she was also in the movie with Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah, Greatest Showman. I know you're talking about. I can't remember her
Rebecca
name. Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me you really liked it after you saw it.
I did.
But just not as good as...
The Hugh Jackman movie?
No. Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep. It was good for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shit on it completely.
Yeah.
But compared to The Shining is one of my favorite films.
Well, yeah.
But it's mostly because of Jack Nicholson. I'm just a huge Jack Nicholson fan.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that movie is made by his performance, and
it's very iconic, and it's
done.
It's infiltrated the DNA of other movies.
It has. So I love that film. I love his performance in it, but I also love Rebecca Ferguson and her role in Doctor Sleep, so I'm not going to complain. And I like Ewan McGregor.
To me, it was the slowest, worst one.
When I get tired and drunk, it's over.
I thought. I mean, I liked the episode, but
they introduced Cowboy Andy. He was a name on the bar.
Yeah.
So you know that's coming.
Yeah.
At least maybe that's introduced to be coming in the second season. I don't know if they're going to get it this season or not.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine. Like for me, I already accept that this show is not that good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a little better than Teen Titans or Titans.
Yeah.
It's a little better than that.
Yeah.
In terms of production and actors.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as the anime. Like,
no.
We don't have the cream of the crop, so to me it's like, okay, well this is good, but it's not that good.
No.
I can enjoy it and take it where it's going.
Yeah.
Just let the reins go and ride that fucking horse. But
I guess that being said, like I still felt like this to me was my least favorite episode. It was just slow and...
I mean, all of it's just not... I can't take it, I guess, in the same way that you do.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like I understand that it's not that good.
Yeah.
But understanding it's not that good, for me, is like, well, I can just enjoy what I enjoy and make fun of what I want to make fun of and just ride it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to the next one. We got to wrap this up. And, that's pretty much all I have to say. It was good. Not my favorite, but yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction, our review of the episode. If you like us, let us know what you think. I love Jet's story in anime, I remember. This one, to me, I didn't like as much. But I did like the ending. And I liked the moment where she realizes Jet's alive. I do like that.
You mean Spike's alive.
Yeah, that Spike's alive. Like and subscribe, hit that notification. It's been 20 seconds.